Hey guys, I'm Victor.
And I'm Atlee.
And welcome to
Kids
Kids Live.
Live.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Kids Life. Did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah.
We had a great Christmas, and you know what's right after Christmas?
New Year's.
New Year's.
It's almost 2021.
2020.
That means 2020 is going to be over.
It's gonna be over. All this stuff that was difficult that we had to deal with, it's gonna be just done. We're just gonna all forget about it. It's just gonna disappear.
I don't know about that, Victor.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Really?
I'm not going to forget about it. And there's nothing magical about starting a new year.
That's true, I guess. But then what are we gonna do? What if 2021 is just as bad as 2020?
We're going to make it through, don't worry.
I hope so. Maybe there's somebody in the Bible we can look to about like someone entering a new season of or a new like spot of life where they thought it was gonna be easy, and then it wasn't.
Yeah, I'm sure we can find something encouraging for you as you're thinking about starting the new year.
Well, hello, everybody. I'm the year 2021. Ha! I bet you thought it was going to be smooth sailing after the year 2020 was done and retired, but I don't know. Maybe I got some tricks up my hat. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
So imagine you've been walking in the desert trying to lead like a whole group of people, millions of people, into a land that God has promised you, right? But you've been walking in the desert trying to find it for 40 years.
Yeah, and it
That's a
wasn't even
long
your
time.
fault.
Wasn't even your fault. God punished like all the people you were leading, punished them by making them get lost in the desert for 40 years. You didn't do anything wrong, but you were still lumped in with them, right? And now it's your job to lead them into the promised land.
I think when you get there, you're going to be like, yes, finally, everything is fixed. We've got this.
I would think after 40 years of wandering and being punished for something that you weren't even responsible for, that it'd be smooth sailing. So that's what happened to a man named Joshua, right? Joshua, after Moses died, Joshua was the leader of the people of Israel, God's chosen people. He was going to lead them from the desert into Israel, into the promised land that God had, well, promised them. And they've been walking for 40 years. That's a long time. That's 40 2020s. And it's time for Joshua to get his hard work rewarded. Or was it?
Actually, there were some obstacles for him.
There's at least one in the form of a giant
Wall.
wall.
He was supposed to enter into this promised land, but here's this huge wall that is standing in his way. And what is he supposed to do?
It's called the Wall of Jericho, right? Because that was the town that was inside the wall, right? And nobody was allowed in the wall. If you weren't from Jericho, you weren't getting in, especially if you were the people trying to take over Jericho, which was Joshua and the Israelites. So after 40 years of toiling and waiting and trying to get there, now Joshua has his 2021 wall in front of him. What is he supposed to do?
Well, he's supposed to ask God for what he's supposed to do.
That's true.
And God told him.
You can read the full story for yourself in Joshua 6 in it. And if you know anything about God, you know God is faithful, so you can probably guess how the story ends if you haven't already heard of it before. But the point is, the whole build up to the wall, getting there, was a lot of waiting and a lot of hard work and disappointment for Joshua. And 2020 has kind of been like that for a lot of people. It's been very difficult. It's been a lot of disappointments and a lot of setbacks and obstacles, and everybody's hoping that 2021 is going to be better. But sometimes life just doesn't work that way. Sometimes life just gets in the way or becomes more difficult, but that doesn't change the way that God feels about us, the way that God cares about us, or the way we can trust in God.
Whatever God has planned for you in 2021, he is still in control and he will be faithful, and you can always trust in his plans and you can trust in God.
That's right. And just like Joshua, whatever that wall is that's in your way, all you have to do is look to God ask him what to do next, even if it's to stay still, if it's to walk around it 7 times, if it's to power through it, or if it's to get help from other people. Whatever it is, you can bet that God already has a plan in mind for how to take care of you.
I think we even have a great memory verse for you to go along with that.
You might be right.
All right, so we have a memory verse for you, and it is from Philippians chapter 1, verse 6. And that says, "And I am certain that God, who began the good work within you, will continue his work until it is finally finished on the day when Christ Jesus returns." All right, for today's fun activity challenge, which you should probably not attempt on your own unless you have a very fun and willing adult with you, we have an egg drop. You're gonna need a paper plate and a cup of water, toilet paper roll, and 1 fresh egg.
Not boiled?
No, I'm nervous about this too, but it's a fresh egg. So we've not tried this before. We're gonna hope that it works. What you want to do is put your cup here in front of you, and balance that plate right there on top. And then take your paper towel or your paper roll here. I don't know if the paper towel roll would work. It's a little bit taller, but we're gonna go like that. And then to complete this little activity, you gotta put your egg. Does it go like this?
On it, I think it's on
Like
its
this,
side. Yeah, because if it's
side there,
yeah,
and
science in action,
That's great.
kids.
okay. Now we're gonna see if this works. I'm gonna take this plate. I'm gonna smack this plate.
You're gonna smack it. Are you gonna smack it up,
gonna-
down?
Smack it like this, and it's just gonna go sliding this way, and the egg is gonna fall into the water.
Sweet.
Prepare for this.
I'm ready. Oh! It worked!
The end.
Get out of town! Great job, baby.
All right, so now it's time for life application. And one thing we can learn from this story is that God is always with us, even when we are in our Jericho wall situation. God is still going to be there with us. So whatever 2021 means or happens, God's still going to be there with you. And it's good to remind yourself of that.
And he's been here through all of 2020. He knows exactly what's gone on in your life, in the whole world's life, and everybody that's been affected by this crazy, crazy year. He already knows what's going on. And the second part that we can learn from Joshua and his stories is that God has a plan, and God will use that plan to help you grow in a relationship with him, even if it's stuff that maybe he didn't want to happen, like the coronavirus or other things like that. God can still use easy things just as much as he can use hard things to help us trust him more and grow in him more and become God's friend even more than we already are.
So let the year 2021 be an opportunity for you to let God do his work in your life. Don't let it be something where you're complaining and you're upset and you're frustrated the whole year. Let this year be a year that you allow God to tell you what to do, to show you what he's doing in your life, and to let you be a part of it by being obedient, by listening to him, studying his word.
That's right. Until then, that's all we've got for you guys this time. We'll see you next time on Kids Life. We've got a brand new series coming up. We're so excited, but you'll have to wait till the new year to see it. Stay safe.
Happy New Year!
See you later, and Happy New Year. Bye.